Guys, we are going to take a database of real estate property owners and we're going to use Manus AI to enrich the data. In other words, we are going to take our database of real estate owners and we're going to look for as much information as we possibly can to fill in gaps and expand on the data that we already have. And we're going to use Manus's wide research function to do so. So I already created a prompt here. I'm just going to grab it. Not going to waste your time watching me put together this prompt, but prompting, super important feature. Prompt engineering, make sure you're all over it. You get out what you put in with a lot of these models. So let's go ahead and add it. All right, we're going to enrich this list of property owners. It's not for LA apartment buildings specifically. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, fine. Property, okay, fine. I should have got rid of the Los Angeles stuff. That's fine. Fine. All right, now we're going to take our database, okay? And here I have 30 records. We just used a small sample size, okay? But there's a lot of information here. We got a lot of phone numbers. You see there's a lot of blanks as well. So we're going to try and fill in a lot of those gaps, and then we're going to expand on the information that we already have here. All right, so let's jump into it. Bang! So first thing Manus is going to do is think, which makes a lot of sense. It's going to think, it's going to load and analyze the property owners list first, and then it's going to start its research. But let's just open up Manus's computer mode here, and you'll see that it's just executing some commands and functions here to grab all that information and load it up into the system. Cool. I found 30 property owners with existing contact information, including phone numbers, blah, blah, blah. I'll now research and enrich each owner's profile with the comprehensive data. Cool. So it loaded and analyzed, and now, those some weird words. It loaded and analyzed, and now it's going to research and enrich this data. So it's going to go far and wide. We asked it for quite a bit of information. Company website, LinkedIn URLs, all that good stuff, recent acquisitions, typical property size, bang, bang, boom, boom. So there's quite a bit there. So let's see what it could actually uncover. All right, so here is the wide research piece, which I mentioned. So it's going to utilize some credits to do this, but essentially what it does is it goes wide on all of our data all at once. So it's going to simultaneously research every single one of these contacts for every single field that we had asked it for. Let's hit start. Oh, now, so it's going to get to work, and you'll see it's uploaded all of our subject data, but we also asked it to enrich it with the following: LinkedIn profile URL, additional emails, additional phone numbers, all this good fun stuff here. So it's going to do its best. I'm sure it'll come back with no information found in some cases. I'm sure it's going to also find some information in some cases. Okay, but it's going to go really wide and really deep and do its best to uncover as much of this information as possible. I have yet to see a research feature as comprehensive as Manus in the wide research piece here. So excited to show you what that's all about. It looks like it's doing these 10 first. Should be doing everything at once, but that is okay. Now I wonder if I can... Yeah, so look, we're going to pull up. So look, now if you go into here, it's going in and looking at everything for this individual. So here's a subtask. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So gather contact and professional data. So it's doing that with each one of these. So now we got Tony. Let's see Tony. Let's go to his task. Bang. So it's doing the same thing with Tony, going far and wide, trying to figure out all of this info. It's pretty remarkable. It's going to burn through some credits though, so just be mindful of that. You want to ensure you're only utilizing this for your high, I can't speak, ROI activities. Looks like this one's done here. So if we scroll over for Young Kim, let's see what we got. Not found, not found. That's fine. Real estate salesperson, years of real estate experience, 23 years. Not found. That's totally understandable. Individually licensed since 2002, small brokerage, minimum 6 properties based on public record. San Bernardino, likely self-managed, land, residential, cool. Implied membership in California Association. News mention, one mention in 2012 for being honored. by San Bernardino County supervisors. Existing phone numbers and emails are unverified. The owner's name and mailing address, etc. Confidence level medium. Looks like it's done that for a couple of people. It looks like this one grabbed some extra information as well for Charlie Cerna. New phone numbers, new emails, confidence level. It says low there. Interesting. Not a lot that it was able to grab for this guy, but it did its best. That's okay. So now we got Tony Ton, that. Not found, not found. Real estate investor, property owner, infer, not found. Not much info on this guy either. Investment focus, real estate, mini warehouses, and self-storage. Interesting. LA City business license record for Tony, all in the 818 area code. So it's going to do its best. Manus, as a research agent, is like, bam, really good. The fact that it does all this simultaneously too, I think is just awesome. It's going to take a bit of time from what I can tell here. It's already done 5, it appears. So 5 out of 30. I might say something like, just because I don't know how long it's going to take. But I'm going to say, let's only focus on the first 15, please. We could do the remaining 15 later. Oh, no, I don't want to interrupt it. Ooh. Let's let it run a little bit longer here. Let's actually interrupt this for now. Let's see. Yeah, I just want to show you guys the end result. It looks like 30 records might take a little bit of time here, which that's fine. We don't need to be sitting here and just kind of watching this. We could do other stuff, which is nice about this. But just for demo purposes here, we'll use a smaller sample set. All right, so first 15. Is it going to do that again? It looks like we've already done some. Hopefully it'll rip through those quickly. All right, so we got our enriched data here, and it's creating the final deliverable for us. So it should just send us back a spreadsheet. I'm hopeful that's the case. All done. Here's all of our metrics, and here is our updated list. Nice and clean. We asked for a lot of info. Bang. So that is how we enrich an existing list of real estate property owners using Manus.